and welcome to this wonderful FPS today. I'm completely unprepared for this. Welcome to the wonderful FPS known as Sweet Escape. I am Vegan Bear, and I will be playing as Joanne Doe, our chaotic nobody, and I am here with.
Hi, I'm Cherry. I'm playing Ponable. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I do kind of want to say that I will be taking a little bit of the DM reins here, so.
Right.
Alrighty, so.
Don't really have anything planned. You have everything, so let's go.
Let's go. So, Ponable, you like to travel around Toontown a lot, don't you?
Yes.
Well, during one of your many travels, you have come across the abandoned part of Toontown, where there are, as the name suggests, a bunch of abandoned buildings. Many factories, many businesses that have been shut down and never picked up again.
Mm-hmm.
Among many of these abandoned places, there is one that is big and stands out against the rest. It is worn down and really worn down. And its letters are starting to fall apart, but you can still read the title of the factory. Billy Bonka's Candy Factory.
All right. That's kind of spooky. This is a bad idea, Ponable. Don't go. This is a bad idea. I'm going in.
Alrighty. And
they probably spend another minute debating outside.
Alrighty, spend it. Okay. Okay, Ponable, you spend a good amount of time pacing outside of the factory, debating with yourself. Go into the factory, there's nothing wrong. It'll be fun. No, I can't enter it.
That's too spooky. Also, trespassing.
Also, trespassing. And at some point, you convince yourself. Ponable convinces themselves, why not? Let's have a sneak peek. Just a little peek.
Just a little as a
Just
treat.
a little treat. Do you by any chance have dark vision?
Not at all.
Alrighty. So it's dim. It's dim within the factory. A lot of the windows are boarded up, so not a lot of light comes in. And oh boy.
Okay. They're already mumbling to themselves like they're regretting this, but okay. Nope, too far. We've already gone too far. We gotta go the rest way in.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm trying to roll something here.
Oh, okay.
Nice. So with a dirty 20. Alrighty. Or I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. As you enter, I like to imagine that there is a shot of how Ponable is taking a first few steps into the factory from, like, above. And a little shadow goes in front of the camera. Ponable, unfortunately, does not see the shadow, but you may have heard a little bit of a scuttle.
Okay. Their passive perception is 9, though, so I don't think they would have noticed anything at all.
Yeah, probably not. And oh boy. Now let's roll this. Now, Ponable, if you want to, you can make a wisdom saving throw if you wish.
Alright. That's not gonna go well.
No, it's not.
Oh, well.
Ooh, that is a good roll, but that's unfortunately not enough. As right out in front of you jumps a Toon and just releases a yell of... Okay, a Toon jumps right in front of Ponable and releases this yell. It's not like a war cry of sorts. And and as the rules say, it scares Ponable. You jump back. You may be straight, I don't know.
I just instantly jump back, scream.
The Toon in front of you stands up and is like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to scare you like that." Lifting up the helmet a little bit to reveal their eyes.
Hello, I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone was home. I should leave.
No, please do stay. The Toon kind of grabs your arm like, "No, please do stay."
Okay.
Again, out in the dim light. Do you want to make like a perception check on this Toon? Maybe.
Yes.
Insight.
Definitely.
I don't know.
What's my perception?
Do you want to?
Oh, they're all bad. 5.
5. It's really dim, and the Toon might be standing in the shadows. You can't make out the details too much about them. But you definitely do know their name as the Toon introduces them with, "Hello, I am Joanne. Who are you?"
First, Ponable takes their arm back and kind of brushes it off a little bit and goes, Ponable. That's, yeah, Pon.
Pon? Oh, what a glorious name.
Do you live here? Where?
No, I do not live here. And no, I do not work here.
It doesn't look like anyone works here anymore.
Nope, nobody comes here. Nobody works here. The only person who comes here is me. And my brother occasionally.
May I ask, why? Why? What are you doing here?
I'm here for the candy. And they take off their helmet that they are wearing and reach their hand into it. Their hand is about like elbow end deep. It's of course their hammer space, and they pull out a handful of candy, all with Billy Blanca's signature on it.
Oh.
They unwrap one of them and pop it in their mouth. They also take one of and offer it to Pon. Do you want one?
No. Isn't it a bit old? How old is this place?
Beats me. They take the candy that they offered you and unwrap it, and yet again pop it again in their mouth. They put the rest of the candy back into the helmet.
Oh, all right.
Come on, I'll show you around. They grab you by the hand, and do you want to do anything against them grabbing you by the hand? About to drag you up. Nope.
This might as well happen.
It might as well happen. So yeah, Joanne grabs you by the hand and starts to pull you along, like, "Come on, I'll show you around."
Okay, we're going.
Okay. Joanne drags you along, and you are still within the main room, and again, all around you. Do you want to make a perception check?
Yeah,
again,
probably first, huh?
Yeah, you're gonna be making a lot of perception checks around here.
Yeah, Ponable, not very good. No, that's a 0. That's a 0. That was a nat 1.
Okay, it's probably from Joanne just tugging you along. Like, this tiny Toon, yeah, she is just pulling you along. And I think Ponable's main focus here is on not falling over and being dragged on the ground.
Right.
By this very excited Toon that is surprisingly strong.
We're going to a secondary location, and then Ponable doesn't even know where.
You suddenly stop as Joanne just points to something and says, "Look, even with a nat 1, it's very hard to avoid this giant mixer that is in the middle of the room. Well, more in the center of the room."
Oh, that's really big. Is there
At the
stuff
mixer.
in that?
Oh boy. Is there stuff in there? Do you want to roll anything for that? Again, I'm sorry if I'm asking you to make a lot of perception checks.
Oh, no, this is fine. Another 0!
I think Joanne's also going to make a perception check because I don't think she's ever cared to take a closer look.
You're gonna have to be the eyes
Joanne,
for this
please.
one.
8.
Joanne. 8. No, none of us were blind.
She takes a look at the giant mixer. Actually, both of you look. Pon, all you see is a giant tube that is really cracked. You cannot see the substance inside.
Oh, that looks dangerous.
Joanne also takes a look at it, and she doesn't see anything inside of it. Also, you only see the cracked cylinder.
Lucky for us.
Joanne, okay, yeah, you can also, okay, another thing is that it's also covered in duct tape. As if like a Toon was trying to slap on a bunch of tape as to keep it from falling apart.
Yep, this is safe. This is fine. No, it's standing for this long. It should be fine today, right?
Joanne tries to fix one of the pieces that is falling apart. Actually, you know what? Might as well roll on to see how. I'm just going to roll a d20 to see how gentle she is with the duct tape. 13. Okay, she's pretty gentle with the tape.
Okay.
13 is average, so she's not terrible, though it does jiggle a little bit as she is reapplying it. But fortunately, it's not bad enough for it to fall apart.
Is that gonna hold?
Joanne takes another good look at it. I don't know, but it shouldn't.
All right.
Come on! And yet again, she grabs your hand and pulls you to a new section of the factory.
And once again, they don't leave. They don't care. They might as well happen today.
Gotta love duct tape.
I'm gonna try another perception. See if this time there could be anything. 17! Finally, Pon!
Alrighty, as you are being dragged into a new section of the Billy Blanca factory, it is a little bit more lit up here.
Mm-hmm.
You're dragged into an area that looks like, it looks like a very beautiful garden that has unfortunately been trampled, and yeah, a lot of its flowers and a lot of its a lot of its flowers and majority of its trees have been broken and no longer standing. There is a bit of a ditch or valley in the middle of there. that you can probably suspect used to be a river of sorts that has now dried up.
A garden and a candy factory. Oh, that makes plenty of sense. I had a
But it's
question.
not
I had a
any
question. I forgot
normal.
it.
Oh, go ahead.
I forgot it. No, I forgot.
Oh no. But it's not any normal garden. Joanne just grabs as much of the grass as she can and just shows it to Pon. It's candy. It's all candy.
That can't. They just left it all there.
Yes.
Oh, okay. A bit sticky. How is this supposed to stay good?
Joanne just stops munching on the grass and takes a look at it after you ask, how is it supposed to stay good? uh, uh, Here, try it. She grabs another piece of candy and just gives it to Pon, completely ignoring the question.
Okay. They take it this time, but they don't eat it. They wait. It must be okay if you're still okay. Fine, I guess. They're not gonna eat it, but they're gonna keep it with them.
Okay, you now have this piece of candy that was taken from a tree.
Good, delicious, tasty.
Ooh, there's another thing I want to show you. She goes down into like the valley, which there is a small puddle of chocolate there.
This time they follow. They're not letting themselves get dragged anymore. They
Joanne
walk
doesn't
down
drag
the-
you. She signals you to follow her. So yeah.
So they just kind of sit down next to it, I guess. Like they're pretty tall. They're pretty tall. They're taller than Joanne, definitely.
Oh, most definitely.
Very much taller.
Joanne, she takes her helmet off and kind of scoops up the chocolate puddle that is in the middle of the two, and she offers it to Ponable yet again, although not shoving it in their face like the other two times, and is like, "You want chocolate milk?"
No, I'm good. I'm fine. I don't think this is. I had a big breakfast. Big breakfast. Big breakfast. Not not hungry. No, no. It's okay. You can keep that.
Are you sure you don't want to sip?
I I'm gonna roll an insight. See, does Joanne look upset by them denying?
Oh, wait, have you rolled insight yet? Or
Doing it now. 16.
16. Joanne. Okay, she's not really offended, but she is kind of doing the puppy eye thing. Like, can you please try it?
Oh no. Okay.
I'm gonna roll persuasion on Joanne's end. If she
Alright.
can persuade you to try at least try the chocolate milk. It's not very convincing.
I can do like a wisdom save against it. See if that.
Go ahead.
Nope. No.
Four.
Nope. Yeah, that was a 4. Okay. So they kind of just stare down at it for a moment. And go, you. Okay, fine. I'll have some. And they take a sip. Does it taste like
rather creamy?
Does it taste?
It's really creamy and really rich. Actually, how do I describe the taste of it? It's, as I've said, it's creamy. It's very nice.
Oh, that's not bad actually. Huh. What did they put in this stuff? She just like takes a little bit of a closer look at it. It's not gonna do anything, but
it's not really gonna do anything. As personally, I don't know what they put into chocolate milk, but it's milk, but it's brown, in a good way brown. It's brown milk. But yeah, Joanne is now just sitting there with a wide smile. If she were a puppy or a dog, her tail would be wagging very intensely.
Aww. Oh god. Pon should probably know better. Don't accept random bits of food or drink from strangers. Especially if it's in an old abandoned factory.
Joanne needs to learn to stop eating candy from abandoned factories.
But Joanne did the puppy eyes. They had to.
Joanne did the puppy eyes.
That's probably all they're gonna have.
Alrighty. I'm not 100% sure on what else to do.
We can wander around. Improv. We're going.
Improv. Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
So, Ponable, is there anything you want to do as you are in this giant chocolate factory?
Ponable really likes exploring. They just it seems like we've seen like a lot of it so far, but they still just want to kind of wander around. So,
Joanne
do you know how
Joanne has already showed you her favorite parts. Sorry.
Do you know how this place is supposed to work? It's pretty big, and there's some.
Joanne takes a moment to think.
I'm just maybe we can make new candy that isn't, however old this is.
Oh, yeah. I know how to operate one of the machines here.
Oh, okay.
She kind of scuttles out of the ditch or valley. Actually, if we're going to be climbing out of it, Pon, are you gonna join Joanna in climbing out of it there?
Yeah.
Could you make an athletics check to see if you can climb out?
Yep.
No, Joanne.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, as Joanne is climbing up, unfortunately, it's way too smooth, and it just crumbles underneath your hands. You can't get a strong grip on it. With Jordan's net one, I just imagine she slides down. It's unfortunately landing on Pon that is also trying to climb. And they just both slide down.
Joanne probably like started climbing up before they did and then flipped and they both just bowling balls. Joanne just like took Pon out.
Strike!
And now they've got chocolate all over their clothes. Cool. Good. Ugh.
Yeah, they're now covered in chocolate.
Alright.
Yeah, Joanne's face is especially covered in chocolate, but in a very cartoonish slurp. She just kind of licks it all off her face. You know how cartoons do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pon just kind of like holds their arms up and tries to shake it all off like that, but it doesn't work too well, and it's probably sticky.
Oh, it is sticky.
Maybe they. Wait, let me try something. I'm gonna just straight D20. Yeah, they get their hand stuck to their arm.
Oh no. Carrie, okay, Joanne, probably seeing your hands now stuck together, is gonna try and pry them apart to help you.
Oh no.
Should I make like a strength check or something for that?
Yeah.
Take a strength check. Oh gosh, this is going to be a nightmare anyway. No!
Right.
Joanne. Okay, Joanne grabs one of your hands while putting her foot on the other one, and she tries to pull the two apart. But I imagine, in a very cartoonish way, Pon's arms rather stretch. And,
that was a pretty bad fault. Maybe they get stuck too. Yeah!
Joanne's hand and foot are now stuck on Ponable's arms. And she's kind of like, that's not good, is it?
Oh no. Pon just, like, as this is going on, they're just, oh, wait, what do you, no, you're gonna make it worse. Okay.
Joanne is going to make the very dumb decision to put up her second foot up to the arm and try the same thing again.
Wait, what are you doing?
12.
Do you
Not
think...
sure if that's enough. Actually, I'm going to say you get.
Yeah, that's enough.
Alrighty. Joanne pulls the two arms apart, which now, Ponable, your hands are now free. Unfortunately, Joanne is now just dangling off your arms because she did not free herself.
Should I try and see if I can lift Joanne up so we can get out of here finally?
Yeah, you're gonna try and climb out of the river with Joanne still stuck to your arms.
Yeah, I'm gonna do strength.
I would say do athletics, but with disadvantage because you still have Joanne.
Okay.
Ooh.
It was 21 for the first one.
Come on, Pon, you can do it.
17. Okay, those are pretty good.
Okay. Those were pretty good rolls. Okay, so you successfully climb out of the very sticky river, using the chocolate this time to most likely to your advantage, and you climb out with Joanne still stuck to your arms. And she kind of
how is Joanne? Yeah! How is Joanne hanging on? Like, are they?
It still is from the chocolate.
Is she just like both her hands are stuck onto their arm or
I could probably do
her hands or what?
I could do a really quick sketch of what it most likely looks like at the current moment.
All right, as we keep going then. Oh no.
Alrighty. So, are you going to figure out how to get Joanne off, or are you just gonna leave him be?
I don't. He doesn't know what to do. I'm gonna be honest. Pon has no clue what to do. This happened very quickly, and
oh, it most certainly did.
A smaller Toon stuck to their arm. They don't know the way out. They don't know where they are. Oh.
Oh god.
How?
I'm gonna make a.
How
Why not? Let's
Joanne?
do another strength check for Joanne to see if she can pry herself off.
No warning.
No warning. She just pulls out her 2 feet, followed by her hands. And you know what? Just for fun, let's make an acrobatics check for Joanne to see if she lands on her feet.
I was gonna see if Pon stays standing or if they fall over backward.
Joanne with an 18. Pon, do you still stay?
No. That's a 6.
You just pries herself without a warning off your hands. you lose your balance and you start to fall.
Okay.
Joanne, as she falls from your hands, does land on her own feet. I'm not sure if she's going to attempt to catch Pon. You know what? She is. She's not gonna let
That's up
the
to
poor
you.
Toon with an 18. Okay, I don't know
Okay.
what to roll to see if I can catch Joanne.
Just Dex, I think.
Pon. Alrighty, just a regular Dex. Come on, Joanne, you can catch this poor Toon.
Otherwise, they're probably gonna fall backwards straight into the chocolate pit. Okay.
No.
The dice hate us and they want us to sing the specific area. This is okay. This is fine.
Okay, so you apparently fall backwards back into the river as Joanne tries to grab you and
There's probably
misses.
The camera's stays on Joanne for a second, and then you can just off screen you can hear various things crashing and
I was thinking the same thing as Joanne just like is looking over the as she's looking over the river. There's like the sliding whistle of I can't mimic it, but there's the sliding whistle as Pon is falling, followed
that didn't pick up, but yeah.
by a loud splash and a crash.
This is it's gonna take a bit for them to get the chocolate out there later on.
Actually, do you want to roll to see how much you get covered in chocolate after that fall?
Just a straight D20 or
just a straight D20, come on.
Okay.
6. It's
so
not
would
that
be
bad.
a little bit okay.
It's not that bad. I would say that yeah, you don't have that much chocolate on you.
Okay.
Surprisingly, after a fall like that.
They're distressed. It's clear. You don't need to even roll for that. They're not having the best day. It's been half an hour and they're not having the best day. So instead of trying to climb up and probably falling again, because that's the way it's probably gonna go there, they yell up from the bottom of the pit, can you get something to pull me out, maybe?
Quickly.
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Hello? Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Okay, great.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Alrighty, I'm going to roll hammer space for Joanne because yet again she is reaching into her helmet. 2. Okay, that's just enough. She pulls out her hempen rope. I may have butchered that, but I don't care. And she throws it down to Pon to help.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know how I don't know how it works, unfortunately.
It's fine. I'm just gonna roll athletics or strength or whatever and try and get out from there. 11!
Roll with advantage because you got the rope and Joanne helping you get up.
Okay. And we're stuck. We're tired of this hole.
Oh boy.
That's worse. That's a 5. That's worse. Ponable, please.
The chocolate is still very slippery, and
they're stuck to the rope now.
And you are now stuck to the rope. And Joanne, I'm going to make her do a strength. Don't know if I should do a strength saving throw. Pick it. Strength saving throw. Come on.
Don't drop them. We've already gone so far. Don't drop them.
8. With Pon suddenly losing their grip, well, not on the rope, but on the surface Unfortunately, that causes Joanne to lose her own balance. Or unable. Actually, no, not her own balance. I rolled strength. It unfortunately causes her to not be able to fight against the rope and the weight, and falls into the river with you. Yet again. And quickly gonna roll to see how badly Joanne gets covered in chocolate. 1. Okay. Joanne surprisingly has barely any chocolate on her. Or at least very little. Pon, do you want to roll again? Or are you just going to stay with the...
Nice.
9.
They got a little bit more chocolate on them again.
You got a little bit more chocolate. But
So
now you're yet again in the river with the rope.
So much for the candy plant and getting out of here, I guess. Has this happened before?
No, not really. This is the first time I got stuck in the river.
Oh, figures. Okay.
Okay. So, yet again, we are now stuck in the river.
Okay, Do you have the hammer space chart up? Because I don't have it with me.
You don't have a what?
The hammer space chart, because I didn't make a custom one yet.
I should. Let me quickly find it. I'm sorry, it may take me a while. I don't know where to find the one.
That's fine.
Okay, found it. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Let me quickly copy it. Copy text. Where do I put it? Where would you like it to be?
Just the roll zone, I think.
Roll zone? Alrighty. Here you go.
I knew it! There's a step ladder. I don't know how tall the side of the slope, I guess, is. Do you think that'd work?
What would work? Sorry.
The step ladder.
I guess that's a very good question. Maybe just roll a regular hammer space to see if you can pull it out.
Okay. That's D10, yeah. Or that's 5. Okay.
You pull out a step ladder from your hammer space. What are you gonna do with that?
Okay. I don't know if this is an FPS, so the rules are a little bit looser. Do you think it'd be okay if I use Rule of Funny to see if I can stretch out the ladder and make it taller and taller and taller?
You know what? Why not? Just stretch it out.
Let's see how tall it gets, okay?
Okay, I was going to have you make like a strength check to see if you can stretch it out.
Alright, yeah, no, that's what I was gonna do anyway.
Okay.
17! Yeah, we stretch it out. Okay.
Okay, you successfully stretch out the step ladder.
Oh. I did it! Okay.
You did it. Okay. I am going to say that it reaches the top, up to the bank, to the shore, and you can climb out.
Okay.
I'm not gonna roll anything to see if you can climb up the ladder.
It's a ladder. We've been through enough.
Enough. Okay.
Okay. I want to say though, Pon does go before Joanne this time though, because they are worried about being knocked down again.
Good call.
Okay.
You make it out again out of the river.
Again.
And yet again it is celebrated by Joanne releasing a yeah, we did it.
Again. They put up a single arm bid.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go see that machine I was telling you about. And Joanne, actually, where is Joanne's helmet? Oh yeah, no, it's on her. She puts it on her head, completely ignoring the chocolate milk that is now dripping down her face and her hair as she runs.
Pon tries to warn Joanne, but it's too late. They've already done it. So. Oh, okay.
Hey, this is the same girl that put cereal on her head in the middle of combat. At the beginning of combat, actually.
What?
I'm not gonna explain the cereal.
Okay.
But it was for a different FPS. But
let's just keep going.
Joanne runs back to the main area that has the giant mixer, and around it were actually little conveyor belts that had other candies on them that Ponable unfortunately failed to see earlier.
Okay. So how do we get this thing to go? Candy, go.
Well, first of all, we're going to be needing power. And with that, I'm not sure what to do, but this is the most Joanne thing I can imagine. She is standing right next to a power switch.
Okay.
But instead of flipping the switch, she punches it. Which which miraculously enough turns on the machine.
Oh, okay, good. Are you okay? Are you alright?
Actually, you know what? Why not? I'm going to roll Constitution for Joanna to see if she's okay after such a punch. Joanne, please don't fail me. 16. She's fine.
Yeah,
she's
you
fine.
know what? I wouldn't expect anything less.
It's Joanne.
It's Joanne. Pon spent not even an hour around this tune, and they're already worn. They're already worn out.
Joanne isn't.
Yeah.
She still is full of energy.
Okay.
And after such a punch, the candy conveyor belt that they are near starts working. It starts conveying candy as it should.
Is it just moving the candy, or is it making new ones?
You wanna check that with either perception or investigation? Either of the two work.
They're both the same. 17.
17. Good question. As you see, it is actually a conveyor belt that is taking taffy from the giant, unstable-looking cylinder that you saw earlier.
Oh no. Worried the title card might happen. You know what? Whatever.
The machine is making these little drops of taffy, turning them into little spheres and wrapping it up all manually. Well, automatically, I should say. With Joanne doing literally nothing. This is the only machine she can operate, and it's just turning it on. It's just a switch. And there is a long line of candies being dropped off at a overfilled box.
They're not going. They're probably paying more attention to the unstable taffy thing, the tube. That thing that looked like it was gonna break any second. They're trying to convince themselves that this isn't going to break, that this is gonna be okay. How much duct tape is on that thing?
Joanne is kind of already stuffing her mouth with some of the taffies. 5 rolls.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. They go over to the candy box too, and like maybe they pick up 1 or 2, but they're still nervous.
By the wrappers, this was actually the same candy that Joanne offered at the beginning of the FPS.
They're not eating it still, though.
So you are Okay, Joanne is enjoying the taffy that is being made.
Mm-hmm.
With very little concern about the machine and the giant, unstable looking taffy holder.
Right. They're still watching it. They can't do anything about it. Ponable, if anything happened, if this thing just bust open, there's nothing they could do about it. They're just
Okay. Oh boy. Joanne, as she is taking these handfuls of taffy, they are tasting a little bit stale. They aren't, well, not as taffy as they should be. They're kind of hard.
That's expected.
Joanne looks back at the giant cylinder and sees that the 2 mixers aren't really moving, as they should be. They shouldn't be moving. And Joanne is just kind of like taps Pon, like, hey, maybe we should turn on those mixers. It should like make the taffy a little bit more creamy and not so stale like rocks.
I'm gonna roll something really quick. Nope. They don't know how candy works. They don't know how candy making works. They just kind of they go with it. They're you know what? That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Okay. Joanne is just going to leave the taffy candy making machine to work on its own as she climbs up a ladder to reach the top, because there are like catwalks at the top of the factory. Should I roll anything for that, or are we just going to say she makes it to the top?
It's a ladder. It's a ladder. We've done the ladder thing. It's cool. We can just
It's a ladder.
Make it to the
Okay,
top.
fine. It's a ladder. She climbs to the very top, and Pon, are you going to join her, or are you just going to stay at the bottom?
They're hesitant at first, and then they do follow them. They do.
Joanne calls Pon to the top, which is probably what convinces Pon to join them at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Joanne runs over to the giant mixer because part of it is kind of like blocking the scaffold, the catwalk, and there are buttons and switches on the candy mixer.
Do you know what any of these do, or are you just going with it?
I'm going to make an intelligence check for Joanne to see if she can tell what any of these things do. Nope! And she just starts pressing every button she can get her little grubby hands on.
Oh, that's not okay. Okay.
She's just pushing every button to see what happens and what it does.
You wouldn't still happen to have some sticky candy on your hands, would you?
Joanne takes a look at her hand, which Pon, you can probably see from behind, are still covered in chocolate.
Okay, I'm just wondering if either you're going to get stuck to the buttons, or the buttons are going to get stuck and not be able to get unstuck, and I'm worried about both of those options.
No, none of the buttons are gonna get stuck to my fingers, she says as a button gets stuck to her finger. And she pulls it off the machine.
Joanne, wait, what?
Joanne tries to put it back and nothing happened. Fortunately enough, every single button that Joanne has pressed did absolutely nothing. The machine has not turned on. It has not done anything. It has been sitting there, motionless.
What do the buttons do then?
I have no idea.
And you still press them all.
Yep. And at that moment, Joanne notices a switch. Of course, it's a switch.
Pull the lever, Joanne.
Pull the lever, Joanne. Wrong lever. Why do we even have that lever? Anyway. Okay, anyway. This lever has the labels on and off on it. It is currently put on off.
They're kind of debating whether they should. No, they. What are you doing? Don't. I know what you're thinking. Do not pull that lever.
I'm gonna pull the lever.
Don't pull the lever.
I am gonna pull the lever. And I'm going to make a strength check for Joanne.
They kind of like put their hands over their face and
with an 18, okay, you can definitely see a struggle as Joanne tries to pull down the lever. There is definitely a struggle. But at the end, she succeeds. She is able to pull down the switch, and you hear the machine starting to warm up.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Haha! I turn on the machine.
We don't know how any of this works.
And here's where the fun begins.
What?
As the machine gets turned on, it takes a little while for it to start up from all the stale taffy. But as soon as it breaks the taffy, from Joanne's button mash, it's unfortunately spinning way too fast. And
this has got to be illegal. This has got to be illegal.
The taffy is being thrown everywhere, and the cylinder just keeps getting stretched more and more as the taffy is being thrown. And oh boy.
Oh no. We should probably get down,
huh? The cylinder, it continues to stretch. Pon, are you gonna go down? Are you gonna try and go down the ladder?
Yes, and this time I'm the one dragging Joanne.
As you drag Joanne, okay, Joanne's not going to resist. She is just observing the cylinder with a face of regret as Pon is dragging her down the river. But the cylinder doesn't hold for long as you are halfway down the river and the cylinder just breaks. The taffy, there's like a giant taffy tsunami now coming towards you.
Okay. Go down the ladder faster. There's nothing they can do. Just go down the ladder faster and try and run. That's it.
Okay, this time, if you want to continue dragging Joanne, you gotta make a strength check because she ain't budging.
Okay.
So these are going to be competing strength checks. 17 and 5. You pull Joanne down from the ladder, as she is holding on with all her life onto the ladder. You drag her down, and I'm not sure if you can outrun the.
Yeah, they didn't think this through. I don't know if you knew, but they did not think this through.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Athletics?
To
Okay,
see if you can outrun the giant wave of taffy.
17. That's the same as before.
Joanne, come on, Joanne. 15, and unfortunately, I am going to roll for the taffy.
Okay.
To see
What's
if
the taffy speed?
I don't know what the taffy speed is. I'm just gonna roll to see if it catches up. With the 17, I've got Pon. I'm going to say you are able to outrun the taffy. Unfortunately, Joanne is a little bit too slow as the taffy keeps creeping up closer and closer and closer to her with every step she takes.
Grab the small one, run faster. That's the plan. Grab the small.
Grab the small one, run faster.
No strength, I'm guessing.
No, Joanne's not gonna fight up against this, but unfortunately, I am.
They've still gotta like slow down, pull up a whole another person, and
do make a strength check to see if you can pull her up. Do it with disadvantage because you are on a time limit here against the taffy.
5.
No.
5.
5, no. Pon, as you slow down to try and pick up Joanne, the taffy catches up.
Okay, what does that mean for
us? Good question. I didn't think about I did not think what would happen if the taffy caught the players. Because you weren't supposed to go down the ladder.
Okay, just how far away from the exit?
How far away are you from the exit? You're about halfway through the room towards the exit.
Okay. So for FPS sake, let's not take damage or anything.
No, they cannot.
So I guess this would just like would it sweep us up and then push us toward the door and out the door? Like, are we in line of the door? That's what I'm asking.
I'm going to say yes. You are in line with the door.
So do you think that would work? That would happen then?
Are you gonna try and throw Joanne at the door?
You know, I wasn't going to, but
oh, you're gonna try and throw Joanne.
Okay, you gave me the idea. So, just strength. Uh-oh, are you there? Oh no. Maybe? Hello? Okay. Can you hear me now? Alright, technical difficulties. Let's try again. Hello? Can you guys hear me at all? Okay, that must be on their end then. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear me, but you're lighting up. Your icon is lighting up, but I can't hear anything from you. No, it's okay. We're pausing for now. We're small break. Vegan Bear, can you hear me at all, or is it just can you not hear anything and you can't speak? All right. Hello? All right, this is convenient.
Hello?
There,
Hello?
there you are. Hello.
Hi, yeah, sorry. Apparently Discord decided this was the perfect opportunity to turn into a butt.
Man, that's fine. We got past it. It's cool. Anyway, back to the actual game. I was gonna throw Joanne. Uh-oh, are you still there? Hello? Hmm. Yeah, we're gonna have to, I think, mess with the. Oh,
I'm back.
there
Hooray!
you are.
I
Okay,
have returned. I
we
have
good for.
managed to return. Okay, so I was going to continue asking you, uh, to make a strength check if you can, to see if Pon can throw Joanne.
Okay. 16.
16. That is above average. I'm going to say yes, Pon, you are technically able to throw Joanne at the door.
Wait, I forgot to ask if the door was open.
What?
I forgot to ask if the door was open at all.
Well, Joanne did forget to close it after Pon entered, so yes.
They didn't close it. So, okay, we're fine. We're good. We're fine.
I'm gonna quickly roll acrobatics for Joanne to see if she lands on her feet.
Oh,
Dirty 20, yeah.
perfect. Nice.
She does a little bit of a roll before landing on her feet. And Pon, there still is the giant wave of Taffy behind you.
Okay. Did I get caught in that, or am I still running? And it's just over me.
Depends. Did you stop running when you threw Joanne, or?
They would not. They would not stop.
They did not stop running.
No.
Curious, did you
Okay.
keep your balance as you were throwing Joanne by any?
Let's see.
Did you keep your balance?
No.
Fine. No, Pon. As you throw Joanne, unfortunately, you lose your own balance, falling in front of the taffy as, oh boy, as it washes over you.
Okay, well, Pon's stuck in the taffy now.
Yeah, you are trapped within the taffy.
I guess whenever it stops flowing, it's gonna be. Would it reach the door? Do you think? It's Toonkind.
Uh, I'm telling you nothing of what I am doing.
Oh no.
Okay. I am gonna explain nothing. You're just gonna have to watch these rules and try and guess.
Okay, well, okay. I don't know if this is good or bad. Some of these rolls are fine.
Ponable, as you are being washed over by this wave of taffy, in front of you, you feel a sudden force cut through the taffy. Not sure if you can see it or not, but right in front of your face is a javelin.
Okay, all right.
At the other side of there is Joanne holding onto the rope that is tied to the javelin, as she is standing at the entrance.
It's okay. So the javelin cut through the taffy, and it's right in front of Pond now, or what?
Yeah, it's right in front of Pon, right in front of your face.
Grab it! Grab it! Grab it!
Grab it, grab onto the javelin and hold on.
Okay, yeah. I don't think I have to roll to grab, do I? It's.
I'm gonna say no. I'm just going to say that you're able to pull your hands through the taffy in order to grab onto it.
Okay.
Though unfortunately, I'm not sure if Joanne knows that you've grabbed the javelin. So you're gonna have to give Joanne some sort of signal.
They just start yelling, "Pull me out! Pull me out! Pull me out!"
You know what? Good enough. And Joanne, please
Yelling's a free
succeed
action.
on this.
Screaming's a free action.
18. With an 18, Joanne pulls you out of the
Oh no. Are you still there?
taffy.
You cut out.
And she's now pulling a taffy covered Pon out of it, the taffy, and okay, I don't know what else to do. You are holding on to the taffy. I'm not gonna have you roll anything to see if you hold on to it because your hands are kind of glued to the javelin.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say they're like kind of flung forward, still covered in taffy, but the separated from the wave now. And do they land?
Do they land is a good question.
Not gracefully. They kind of just fall.
Not if Joanne can help it. Yeah, nat 20.
Yeah, finally a good roll.
Joanne grabs you, Pon, into her arms and starts dashing towards the door with the taffy still there. Yeah. Because of your throw, Joanne did have a head start. So.
Okay. He's just gonna yell, "Slam the door! Slam the door! Slam the door! Slam the door!"
Joanne quickly gonna make another athletics check. Joanne, do not pick this up, please. No, that one. Joanne continues to run, but trips. Fortunately enough, you're already outside the factory, so.
I want to like try and yank Joanne back forward to me because I'm guessing I'm still stuck to the javelin.
Yeah, you're both stuck to the. No, you're still stuck to the javelin. Joanne isn't.
Are you?
You're the one covered
Does
in
Joanne
taffy
have the
here.
rope?
Joanne does have the rope in her hands.
Okay, I'm yanking Joanne back then through the door.
Joanne, yank her. Come on, you can escape the taffy.
Roll to yank. 19.
Yes, 19. You yank Joanne back behind the door, but the tsunami that is the taffy is still coming hot.
Okay, how stuck are my hands to the javelin? Like, can I just like?
You can use your own body weight to close the door.
Oh yeah, that's a thing too. Yeah, slam the door. Slam the door. Hurry up!
Slam the door. With the combined effort of Joanne, who finally got up, you both are successful on shutting the door. And before you go, you feel the force of the taffy just slam against the door. Fortunately, it's not enough to open the doors, and there is now a moment of silence as both of you are panting outside, taking very deep breaths outside of the factory.
Regardless as to if Ponable is like physically stuck with the taffy or chocolate or whatever sweet gunk is on their hands to the javelin, if they're stuck to that with candy or if they're just no, that doesn't matter. They're just clinging onto it. Just
oh my gosh.
okay. Are you all right?
Joanne is just like kneeling over, trying to catch her breath after that.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was terrifying.
We should do it again.
No.
How about next week, same time?
How about we don't do that at all? Listen, look, I can buy you actual candy.
But why buy candy? We've got free candy in there.
It's not good. It just tried to kill us.
You do have a point.
Look, we can just go back to the Toontown or wherever, and there's candy shops everywhere. We can get some actual, not murderous candy.
And yeah, Joanne's like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Come on. And she kind of takes you by the arm, not really dragging you, but she does take your arm, and is now kind of like pulling along, not dragging. And is like, let's go.
All right.
Let's go get ourselves some actual candy.
I think that's a good place to leave it then. These two are just like walking and talking to the on their way to the nearest candy shop, wherever it may be.
You can keep the javelin. And
I don't think I have a say in that anymore.
And I feel like that's a very good place to end, as you have said. With so yeah.
Yeah, we did it.
That was whatever that was.
It was fun.
It was
but yeah. Thank you to our listening audience, and whoever else may be listening later on. Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Ah.
Oh boy, we've got nowhere to migrate, unfortunately.
Oh, are all the